What's up, good people? Deep into the depths of the tundra. Oh my God! What's up, good people? It's your boy Mark. Yo, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for tuning in to another episode on Front and Center. This channel has been a blessing to me, but I hope it's been a blessing to you, just because I love the fact that I'm able to see the feedback and the comments that I've gotten from previous videos, whether it be the challenges, goofing off and being funny, or the inspirational and motivational topics that we talk about from time to time. So thank you for being a blessing to me. I appreciate you guys for joining the family. We did actually just pass 100 subscribers, so kudos to you guys, and shout out to every single person who has subscribed and everybody who will soon subscribe, because I believe this family is still growing. But I do appreciate everybody and the support and the feedback that I've been getting. It's nothing but positive vibes, and again, I thank you guys for sticking with me for this time. So let's continue to grow together, let's continue to be a blessing to others, and just keep it going. So today, actually, I want to talk about consistency, and specifically the topic is weathering the storm. So a lot of times we'll go through a lot of things in our life where we feel as though, based on our perspective or our approach in the situation, that it's something that we can't really handle. But like I said, we're going to get into it. The topic is weathering the storm, and of course, got to start with the quote for the week. So this week's quote is by Joseph Wordland. You can find peace amidst the storms that threaten you. The quote is, you can find peace amidst the storms that threaten you. So when you think about any different challenge in your life, like I said, roadblocks, whatever the case may be, you're going to go up against something that at some times we talked about in our video, challenges won't stop me. There'll be things that kind of blindside you, or things that come up in your life that you feel as though you just can't handle. Some people refer to it as the storm in your life, or weathering the storm. And I want to talk specifically about how to maneuver in that time, in that process, and look at it in a positive light and not in a negative. For instance, first point is when you're approaching problems, mind your perspective, mind how you look and approach that situation. Because immediately then, when you see that in front of you, if you look at it in a certain way that will already look at the situation in a negative light, or look at it as you can't, do this or do that, it's not really going to go well for you in that situation. So a lot of times we have to mind how we're looking at these things. Our perspective is key. Our perspective is important in those situations, because if we have a positive perspective, or a look that, even though it may not seem like we can get through this, or it's going to be a struggle, don't look at that struggle as something that's going to hinder you. Look at it as something that's going to grow you, or bless you in some type of way. And that's how we definitely have to look at those kind of situations. That's point number one. Watch your perspective and mind how you look and approach that situation. Point number two, when we're in a storm, a lot of times, if you think about when storms come, you can think of it as a journey. When you're weathering a storm, it is a journey. A lot of times we'll go through things that, when we're going in and out of different, situations, there'll be a point in time where you can either decide to grow from it, take that situation as a lesson to grow and move forward, or you can look at it as a thing where you can, be put back from it, or, take a step back from something where, you have to reevaluate things in your life because of the situation, whatever the case may be. But don't let it be something that will be a negative from either way. Growth in this situation, where this is a life lesson, this is something I can take, that even though through this struggle, I'm having to fight, I'm having to claw, I'm having to do this, I'm having to do that, I'm having to work extra hard, I'm having to wake up early, or I have to do this 10 times harder, or stay late for the job, whatever the case may be. Look at it in a positive light, or something that you can grow in. Even on the flip side, if you're taking a step back from it, or it's making you take a step back, don't look at that as a negative. Take a step back and reevaluate the situation. Maybe you went about it the wrong way. Maybe you approached it the wrong way. Maybe you didn't have the right people around you. Maybe you didn't have enough people around you. Always look at it in a positive light. Always look for an opportunity to see something where you can grow, or where you can help other people grow. Don't take it into don't take it and look at it as a way that can be negative at any time, at any point, because when you speak those things on your life, when you speak, negative things, or when you look at a situation like we talked about just a second ago in a negative light, not a lot of positive things are going to come from that, because you're not looking for a better picture of it. You're only looking at what you can or can't do. I think it's important that that mindset is really important in those situations. The third point is, remember who's around you. Remember who's around you. I think we touched on this too on challenges won't stop me. A lot of times you forget your support system, and that's one thing I never want to do. There will be times in our lives when we face things that we will go through, but we need certain people to help us along the way, or we've getting advice from somebody. Don't forget those people around you, but also be mindful of the people around you. A lot of times when we face these things, we need people to help support us. We need words of encouragement. We need to have somebody ask. We need somebody to go to ask these questions for. But if you're asking the wrong questions, or you're asking the wrong people that aren't giving positive advice or giving positive feedback, or aren't helping you, or flat out aren't there, that's something to be mindful about, so that when you went through that storm, it was a lesson to see that, oh, well, this person was with me through it all. This person said they were going to be with me, but when it actually got bad for me, they were nowhere to be found. But when I was good, when everything was fine, they came back into my life. I don't know about them. So be mindful of the people around you. You know that your support system is key in your life, just as much as how you go about certain situations and choices. The people around you can affect that too. So make sure you have like-minded people around you, people that you can grow with, people that you can help grow. But that in those times where you need help, or you're struggling and you need to ask for advice, or you can trust the people that you're going to, that you can trust people around you, because that does affect your decision making. Even if it might be in a slight way, that little bit can go a long way. So just make sure that you're mindful of the people around you. And guys, that's pretty much it. When we're weathering the storm, make sure that you understand that when you're going about those things, that you're mindful of the people around you, that you're mindful of how you approach that situation, but that also that you're taking into account, when going through it, that you have to approach it in a way that is positive in all aspects. Whether, like we said, it be through growth, learning a lesson from that experience, or taking a step back and say, you know what, maybe I approached this the wrong way. That's why I'm constantly going through this challenge in my life, or I'm constantly going through this relationship issue, or I'm constantly going through this problem with jobs and people, and whatever the case may be. Guys, look at it in a way that you can find a solution, grow from it, move forward in a way that benefits you and even the people around you. Don't ever look at a situation in a negative light, or have a negative perspective or negative mindset, because you've already put yourself in a bad position. So guys, I hope this blessed you. It was just something on my mind that I wanted to talk with you guys about. And if you guys, please let me know what you think about the video. Make sure you comment, let me know. And on Instagram, I have this on Facebook too. Let me know your thoughts on it. And of course, like it, subscribe if you haven't already. Join the family. Like I said, I appreciate everybody, and I love everybody who's already joined. And I know the family's going to continue growing. And, I think that the important thing is that whether it be one person, 50 people, or the 100 that we have total, if this blesses you, make sure you share it with somebody so they can bless them too. I know that the numbers will come, and that's not something that we're worried about now, but just understand that when it comes down to it, the point of Front and Center is to bless others, to help spread positivity and growth in every aspect possible. And with the things that we talk about, whether it be my own life experiences, my own challenges, that we can all grow from it in some form or fashion. We can all learn from it. We can all talk about it and move forward in a way that we can all grow. That's what Front and Center is about, bringing all these things right to the table, but also to help each other in the process, to move in a way that we're bettering ourselves and working to be better ourselves as a whole. So guys, I appreciate you. Thank you again for tuning into Front and Center. Look forward to more content. I appreciate you guys. Love you. Peace.